Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight I've got with me Sensei Justin. We're going to talk about how to catch a punch and, blocking theory and catching theory. So, to get started, blocking theory, I've covered this a little bit before. When we watch the big folding blocks, if you do big punch, big overhand right, so I'm going to get hit, right? So, it's not really this. We teach to fold and come up. Now, you watch the fold, that's the actual block. What's this? That's the punishment. That's striking the arm. Other side. And again, coming over this way, boom, and coming out. There's the ducking my head to the side and punch, or ducking my head to the side and catching the punch. And you see that in a great many martial arts. Boxers, you get up and just that. That's how you get the jab away. That's half a block. The other half, boom, when you do inside block. Big inside block, big slow, catch, hit, catch, hit. So the block itself is here. That's why you say blocks are too slow. Traditional blocks are too slow for fighting. Well, that's because you misunderstand the idea of a traditional block. The traditional block, here, tradition, haha, boom, there's the block. That was fast. You can block that. Boom, there's the strike. The traditional block isn't a block. The traditional block is actually striking the arm. Why don't you see it in MMA? Hey, you do sometimes. You'll see some guys pounding each other's arms. Point sparring, you're not going to see it. There's no points for tagging the arm. But if I tag the arm enough, it starts hurting. Just like leg kicks. Leg kicks are how you soften up that tree to get them to come down. Same idea. You soften up the arms, you get them to come down. Now, that leads into our next question. I'm going to load up for Danzanu Jiu-Jitsu's Oka no Kata Kotegaeshi. So he's going to throw a punch. The idea is I come over, I catch it, and I throw him from there. And the criticism of that is you can't catch a punch because punches aren't thrown like nice and slow. I was illustrating the thing. He's going to throw a punch, and then we illustrated it. But when he's really throwing a punch, it looks more like, no, pull back, throw a punch. There. Can you catch that? You can, you just have to know when. Most people don't lead with the cross, they lead with the jab. So he's leading with a jab. Those are fast. You're not going to catch that, you're going to catch that. How? Because that's where he's put the money, that's where he's put the weight into it. How can you tell? You have to watch the body. So when I'm watching the body, if he's throwing those jabs, I ain't catching that. Boom, I can catch that. Again, he's leaving it out. So I want him to throw 2 jabs and a cross. He's not going to leave the cross out, but I'm still going to catch it. Oh no, it was ugly. Yes, it was. It's always ugly when you do things full speed against resistance. That's the point. But I caught him. Now let's talk about how. How do you catch it? There's a couple ways.
Fast or slow?
Slow for now. So we're catching that. He throws it out here. I come with one. I come with the other. I'm over the top. You're right in the arm bars. Things like that. The other way is this right here. The hook in. If he's got a sleeve and he's got a gi, I've got this. Even if he doesn't have a gi, that hook, I can pull that arm to pull him off balance a little bit. Specifically, I'm going to do windmill guard from Kempo, purple belt, I believe. Punch me with the right hand, if you would. Boom. All I needed was a second to pull his arm out enough so I could kick him. You don't need much. If I want to do my jiu-jitsu, and I get inside here. Say he pulls it back this time. Pull it back.
He pulled you right into me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Then you're close. So if he really wants to hit me, you know, he's got too many hits, and so you can always just cover down. Get yourself to where, now I've got something. Covering's fine. If you get overwhelmed, cover until you see the shot you want or the opening you want. I'll tell you for a fact, had it happen, if they're throwing a bunch of punches like this, that windmill screaming, they're not breathing while they're punching. Now, if you fight a boxer, they'll breathe. You'll hear it. But if you're not fighting a boxer, somebody's trained, they're going to go, and then they got to stop to take a breath. And that's what we talk about, the IDA. So if he's coming in and throwing them shots, now I'm in, throw time. Or, again, I caught him. Caught him with my microphone, But that's the idea. You wait. You see what you see what it is. If you think you can grab him on the first one, if you've been practicing, go ahead. I missed. That's okay. I'll try it again. There we go. It's never going to be simple when you do resistance. We practice against non-resistance. The practice should look nice and slow. He's leaving it out. I'm coming over. I'm doing like this. Why? So I can learn. So he can learn what it feels like to be grabbed when you punch. Learning is different than competition, than resistance, than a real fight. That's fine. Then we speed it up. We go a little faster and a little harder. And poor Uncle Bear is not up to getting thrown Chugari tonight.
Especially not
on the concrete. Yes, not a place you want to get thrown. Work your way up to it. Start slow. Start with the traditional blocks. There's your traditional block. Bring your microphone a little further up for that one. This key is really too thick for this microphone. All right, so start with your traditional block. There it is. Nice and slow. You know what you're feeling. All right, let's speed it up a little. All right.
Full speed?
Yeah, don't leave it out there. I still tagged his arm. And I moved to the side where he's not going to hit me again. You can work on that. Same idea. Full speed. I got a wrist. We're going to armbar land. Keep working it. It's hard. If it were easy, everybody would do it. But keep your practicing. All right. Thank you.
Very well.